Hello everyone, it's nice to be back again. Even today I will be discussing about sociology for class 12, and we have started with the third unit, that is the institutional structure. We have discussed about the marriage among the tribals, marriage among the Hindus, and today we will be discussing about the marriage among the Muslims and the Christians. Okay, so as I take up the class, I would kindly request you to flip through the pages in your textbook. Okay, so the first one that I would like to discuss with you is among the marriage among the Muslims here. Okay, so among the Muslims, marriage is a social as well as a civil contract for them. Okay, civil contract means it requires some legal documents. Okay, which has been registered by a registerer. Okay, who is called as a qazi. Okay, we will be discussing about who is a qazi, what works does he do, and everything later on. Okay, so it is not just a social contract, but it is also a civil contract. And along with that, there are some religious rituals, okay, which follows later on. Along with that, again, there are some social customs, okay, which they have to perform later. Okay, so unlike the Hindus, okay, they have to perform some duties according to their religion and all, right? But among the Muslims, it is not like that. It is a social and civil contract. Okay, now among the Muslims, okay, since it's a contract, what happened is that divorce is also permitted. Okay, I repeat again, divorce is also permitted in the society. Okay, and along with that again, okay, widow remarriage is also allowed among the Muslims here. Okay, so that is a little bit different from the Hindu type of marriage. Okay, so what happened is that when we talk about the features, okay, of this marriage, okay, but before we do that, the marriage among the Muslim is also called as nikah, Nikah. I repeat again, Nikah. Okay, so it is also called as the nikah. So there are some features which they follow. Okay, so there are two types of Muslims here. Okay, which are most popular. Okay, Shias and the Sunnis. Okay, the only difference in the rituals of marriage is their religious rituals only. But other than that, okay, the features are almost the same. Okay, so the first feature among the Muslim marriage is bride, groom, which means bridegroom, qazi, and witnesses. So there are four groups we find here. Okay, bride and the bridegroom, I don't have to explain this, right? So the girl and the boy, where okay, the bride and the groom should be ready to get married. And along with that, in this type of marriage, okay, they have to give the consent, okay, that they are ready and they agree to this particular type of marriage. Okay, and qazi, like I have mentioned, okay, qazi is the person who registers the marriage. Okay, he is the registerer, and then he keeps the record, or maybe he maintains the proper record of the marriages. The next is witnesses. Who are those people? Witnesses are those people who confirms the marriage. Okay, they signed the documents, the legal papers here. Okay, if they are male, we need 2 male for witnesses. But if they are women, okay, female, we need 4 witnesses. Okay, we need 4 witnesses as a female. Okay, now once they are done with the consent and everything, okay, what happened is that they will start to sign a paper, a legal document, which is called as Nikah-nama, 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 Nikah-nama. Okay, Nikah-nama, what does it mean here? Okay, Nikah-nama means the legal document which they have to sign. Okay, the legal document which both the bride and the bridegroom has to sign, and also the witness has to sign this particular paper, so that they are considered as married couple. Okay, and along with that, there is a word called as a mihir. Okay, M-E-H-R, mihir. What is this mihir all about here? Okay, mihir is the bride price which the man or the bridegroom has to pay during the time of marriage or even after the marriage. Okay, so that is called as meher or the bride price which the man has to pay. The next is the social customs and religious rituals. After all these things, the social customs and also the rituals, religious rituals follows. Okay, and then the type of marriage where among the Muslims, okay, they also practice polygyny, which means a man can marry more than one wife. Okay, and in this case, which is given in your textbooks, it says that a man can marry up to 4 wives. I'm telling you again, a man can marry up to 4 wives at one time. Okay, up to 4 wives. And what happened is that all these 4 wives has to be given equal treatment. Okay, I repeat again, equal treatment should be given to all the wives. Okay, and that is the reason why it becomes a little difficult, for all the Muslim men to marry 4 wives here. Okay, so that is the reason why monogamous, okay, marrying one partner, okay, is mostly practiced among the men. But I'm not saying that they don't marry 4 wives. There are some Muslim men, okay, who even marry 4 wives, up to 4 wives. Okay, so when we talk about the types of marriage among the Muslims, okay, we have 2 types of marriages here. Okay, there are 2 types of marriages. The first one is called as regular or Shahi, marriage. In some books you might find Shih, but in your textbooks it's written Shahi. So Shahi marriage or the regular marriage. It is a type of marriage or a form of marriage, okay, which is accepted by the society, okay, where the person who is marrying should attain the age of maturity. Okay, maturity means they have to attain the age of puberty. Then only the person can get married. Okay, so this is the regular type of marriage. Okay, the another type of marriage is called as irregular or fasid type of marriage. In this type of marriage, okay, what happened is that there are no witnesses. Okay, here we cannot find any witnesses. Why? Because it is actually not very much legalized in the society, where it happens, this type of marriage happens when a man marries more than 4 wives. Okay, when he is having his 5th wife, that time we don't have any witnesses. The second is, okay, when a man marries, okay, a person belonging to other religion, different religion, this type of marriages are called as irregular or fasid marriage here. Okay, now, and again, there is another reason why it is called as irregular or fasid marriage is that, okay, there is a particular word which is called as idat. Okay, idat, I-D-double-D-A-D, idat. So, if the woman is going through idat, so now what is idat here? Okay, idat is a situation or a system where, okay, the woman, right after the death of her husband, or if she gets divorced with a man, okay, she has to stay single for a while, in order to ensure that she is not pregnant with with her previous husband. In order to ensure that she is not pregnant with her previous husband, if she has divorced or if her husband has passed away, what happened is that there is a particular period, where she should not get married. But before the immediate period gets over, if she gets married, then that type of marriage is also called as fasid or irregular type of marriage here. Okay, so that is all to do with the Muslim type of marriage. The next type of marriage, okay, is called as marriage among the Christians. Okay, marriage among the Christians. Even among the Christians, okay, marriage is not only a contract, but it is also a sacrament. Okay, what does it mean by the term sacrament? We have discussed it in the last class. Sacrament is something sacred, and also it's a religious bond. So there are some vows which we take in front of God, right? So those are the reasons why it is considered as sacred or as sacrament. And one thing is that it is not as a duty. Marriage is not considered as a duty like the Hindus. Okay, Hindus they have some duties to perform, but for a Christian, it is not considered as a duty. Okay, like the Hindus. Now, what happened is that even though among the Christians, it may be a sacrament, there are some denominations which permits divorce if the couples are not compatible with each other after they get married. Okay, divorce is also applicable. Okay, among the couples. Sorry, between the couples here. Okay, and among the Christians, monogamy is practiced. Okay, monogamy means a person marrying only one partner. Okay, so monogamy is practiced among the Christians. The next are the essential features. Okay, the essential features of Christian marriage. Okay, the first is the social contract and sacrament, which means when they get married, they marry in front of the society so that the society approves the marriage. Okay, social contract. And also as sacrament, like I've told you, they do it in doing some religious rituals, which we will be discussing, very soon. Now, the marriage partners should be adults. Okay, these should be adults, who are ready, okay, to take the contract of the marriage. Okay, they should have, they need to be fully matured in order to take the, contract of marriage. Now, in some cases, the partners are also arranged by their parents. Okay, arranged by the parents. But what happened is that even though they are arranged by the parents, the consent of the bride and the bridegroom is taken. That is very important here. Consent of the boy and the girl, which means the boy and the girl should also agree to that particular marriage. Then only, that kind of marriage is approved. Okay. The next are the procedures. Okay, vary from one another to another, which means when we conduct marriage, okay, there are some certain procedures which the church or which the people has to follow. Okay, so this type of procedures, okay, vary from one to the other. The first type of procedure is they have to produce a character certificate from their church, okay, saying that this person possesses good character and all those stuffs. Okay, then this certificate should be given to the pastor or the priest of that particular church where they are supposed to get married. Okay, and after that, okay, follows the engagement. And on the day of the engagement, they discuss about the marriage and everything. Okay, and after that again, okay, the priest will take the application which has been submitted. Okay, the application should be submitted by the couples who are supposed to get married. Okay, that is the third procedure which they have to follow. And after that again, okay, the pastor or the priest of the church proposes that these two particular individuals are going to get married very soon. And this particular proclamation, okay, is also called as reading of buns. Okay, B-A-N-N-S, reading of buns. I repeat again, B-A-N-N-S, reading of buns, which means it is like a proclamation which has been given, okay, by the priest or the pastor. And the pastor and the priest also call for objection. If there is any objection, of these two couples getting married or not. And if everything works out, okay, what happens is that the priest or the pastor will start their ceremony. And the religious ceremony is taken place in the churches, okay, and the solemnization is taken by the priest or the pastor. Now, what happened is that, okay, the actual ceremony takes place in the church, like I mentioned just now. And the pastor asks for the consent of the bride and the bridegroom. They ask, whether the bride and the bridegroom agrees to the particular marriage or not. And after they are done with that, the exchange vows that, they will be faithful with each other, and then, the marriage will last for a long time. I'm very sure, okay, the Christians will be very well aware of this. And not only that, even people belonging to other religion will be very much aware of that, if you have watched some Western, movies. Okay, so along with that, okay, they exchange vows and everything. Once everything is done, okay, they even exchange rings. Okay, it shows that, okay, this couple has been married. It's a symbol of marital status. Okay, so in that way the marriage has been done, followed by some social customs, okay, which may vary from one marriage to the other marriage. Okay, and what happened is that after this, okay, there are some rituals, like I've said, which they follow, and the celebrations continue. Okay, so this type of marriage is what we follow among the Christians. So with that, the marriage among the Muslims and the Christians, gets sums up here. Okay, but again, there is another topic that I would like to discuss with you. Okay, that is the joint family. Okay, I will be discussing this topic in detail in the next class, but I will just give you a short introduction about the joint family. Okay, joint family can be found mostly in India. Okay, and this type of family is one where the parents and the married children, okay, stay along with the parents, okay, under one roof, sharing one kitchen, okay, and also they support financially each other, okay, which we'll be discussing in detail in the next class about that. Okay, and this joint family has a lot of contrast with the nuclear family. Nuclear is a small family, okay, where it says that the parents and the unmarried children stay together, and once the children get married, they go out of the family, right? So that is called as the nuclear family. And according to the studies, it says that some of the nuclear families, okay, slowly even leads to joint family as well. Okay, so in that way, there are different studies which has been made on this. Okay, and we will also be discussing about some of the essential features, okay, which we find in the joint family system. Okay, and even today there are lots of people, especially in the Hindu society, who follow this type of family system. Okay, and under this joint family system, okay, what happened is that the customs and traditions, or even the culture of the society, or in that particular among the religious group of people, are imparted to the young ones by the older generations. For example, in that particular joint family, the grandparents and also the grandchildren may live together. Now what happened is that it is also the duty of the grandparents, in order to educate them, to socialize them, to make them aware of all the customs and traditions about their society, and in that way, okay, they help each other. Okay, and along with that, even the children learn their responsibility, in the sense that the grandchildren also learn the responsibility of how they should be in the society. So in this way, okay, they cooperate with each other, and that is one of the advantage of joint family system. So in the coming class, okay, we will be discussing about this joint family, okay, which I think is very interesting. Okay, so I would like you to stay tuned. Okay, and at this time I want you to stay home and stay safe. Okay, and along with that, please go through your textbooks, okay, as we have discussed about the marriage among Muslims and Christians today. And also I want you to go through the joint family system, so that it will be even more easy for you to understand in the next class. So with that, I would like to conclude our classes for today. Thank you so much.